Hello everybody, this is Julie with the Creative Camper Soaps. Tonight we're going to be making eucalyptus soap, which is a popular fragrance with many people, and we're also going to be talking about other popular fragrances. So come on along and let's see how it goes.
Like that.
Okay, we're using Eucalyptus. It's our fragrance for today. Okay, so I was asking for people's opinions to help me get out of my head and start do some out loud talking. I was asking for some questions and you guys asked some questions. So we're gonna answer a couple of those questions today. One of those questions was, how do I choose which scents to use or which fragrances to use? And in the past I just chose what sounded good and sounded like it would be a good choice, but I learned that a lot of the fragrances that I thought that I would like are more like vanilla, and they don't do well in cold process soap. It will turn the soap colors, and rather than using white stabilizer to try to counteract that and having that extra ingredient in the soap, I now just try to avoid those fragrances unless I'm using darker colors. If I use darker colors, then those fragrances are fine. There's a very popular fragrance I use called Palo Santo Patchouli. It's a men's fragrance, and it will turn the soap a different color than what you had intended. So I just make sure I use colors that are oops, I'm talking. See, this is what happens when you talk. Oh well, we'll go with it. But I use colors that won't be affected so much by what's in the fragrance. The other thing I've been learning is what's popular. I was surprised to find out that a lot of you want peppermint all year long. And when I think of peppermint, I think that that is a fragrance just for Christmas time. So I'm learning and finding things that I need to have in my lineup all the time. One of those being peppermint, which I don't have in my store right now, but I believe tomorrow is the day that I make a peppermint soap. So it'll be there for, I think it'll be in time for the October Ladies at the Lakes event. So I don't know if you guys will see this video before then, but that's when peppermint will be back in stock. Other fragrances are popular, like eucalyptus, which is what we're doing right now, is eucalyptus, and lavender. Other ones that I sell out of, that I'm learning that I'm selling out of, that I will keep in stock. Citrus fragrances, kind of important, so I got to keep those in stock. So that's kind of how I'm choosing them now. I'm choosing them basically on what you guys like, what I'm selling out of, what is popular, what's being asked for. During summer months, you get do a lot of beachy fragrances, and even though those might be kind of popular throughout the year, I don't plan on making those throughout the year. That'll be like a special summer thing, kind of like gingerbread is not going to be made throughout the year, but maybe just at Christmas time. The other question kind of goes a little bit with that is, how long do the soaps last? And I believe this question is pertaining to on the shelf, not used, just sitting. So I've been making soap for over a year and still have soap from over a year ago, and it's still good. Other soap makers that I follow, they have pulled soap out of their collection, if you will, and it's been 8 years and they still smell and they still are great. Soap doesn't really go bad. Soap is only going to get better with age. It's going to dry out more and more. It's going to become a harder bar. But as long as you have those components, those oils that produce the lather and the bubbles to begin with, those aren't going to disappear. Those will still be there. So indefinitely. I don't know how long it'll last. It's a good question though. I made soap for my family and discovered that my mom had a bar of soap that I gave her for Christmas a couple Christmases ago. So it still smells, still looked okay, and was obviously still usable. I've also learned that there's lots of soaps without fragrances sell really well. Some of my coffee soaps that have cacao in it and coffee grounds, people really like those. Rose clay is really a great one. Activated charcoal. I don't fragrance any of those. I had an aloe bar this summer. It's almost sold out. Those don't get fragranced. There are people that prefer not to have a fragranced soap. Alright, well, we're gonna pour these. I'm gonna do a drop swirl. Figure 8 swirl. Let's see over here. All right.